Good morning. So this video comes pretty much influenced from a conversation that I had last night with a very dear friend of mine, great pal. The difference was the conversation was all digital. So it was WhatsApp swipe up and it was WhatsApp video, but it was great because it wasn't a communication where it was like you say something, I say something, and then somewhere in the middle there gets a little bit of confusion because someone wants to talk, etc. So what that did, that gives you room for a little bit of thought, so that when you return in the conversation, you can come at a rational standpoint, and what you say hopefully will make more sense than just gibberish, and hopefully more gibberish than this video. So what it gave me this sense of inspiration. So I got inspired, influenced, and that was from my friend saying that pretty positive. Even though I am pretty positive and he's coming from a very positive standpoint, we still need someone to be there giving us that little bit of, let's say motivation, or let's say encouragement, or let's say reassurance that what you do is freaking good. So you got to keep on going. So that makes me research certain words in how I can articulate this video to be the best that it can be for me, to make myself pretty positive. So then I thought, research. So what you're doing is researching. So that's what research is all about. You are just researching something that's already been. So take a moment, understand that. What you're doing right now is what's already happened. What you're learning right now is what has already been learned. Now, how can we move forward with this? Well, there's only one way, and that is your way. And you have to understand that whatever you do from this standpoint, moving forward, it's all down to you. So, if your research tells you that eating carbohydrates after 6 o'clock is bad, and you followed that for a long time, and it served you pretty well, but it's time to change, then you got to go through another model that says you need glycogen, which is the fuel that gets made from the carbohydrate for the brain to even think properly, to get your cognitive right. So then you start eating carbs. That's just one example, because I'm coming from a fitness standpoint. I'm coming from the fitness sector, and I've been involved in this fitness sector, this fitness space for many years. And I've said it previously on different videos that I might have possibly over 23 years worth of experience. Now that's not just 1 year followed on and said you're in the game for 23 years. That is 23 years of every one of them years learning something different, moving forward, creating that capacity in order for me to have this valuable bag that people come, search my bag and say, I want some of that, let me have some of that, how much is that? And I give it to them, depending on the cost and the value of what I give. But more often than not, it's worth a shitload more than what I give it for. Right, so my left arm was getting mega tired, so I had to change it. So where were we? Okay, research. You're searching something that's already been done, and you want to go forward into creating something new. The only way you can do that is by being you. So again, let me take you back to my sector, the fitness sector, and where my bread has been made, in the personal training space. How many personal trainers are there? Seriously. On the last count, there's like over 100,000 plus. Probably just in freaking London. But there's a wealth, okay? Now, that wealth is predicated on those trainers learning their craft, mastering their craft, and delivering their craft in different ways in order for you to be intrigued by them or interested in them, however what way they've done it. The best way is referrals. However, there there is that ad, there is that Facebook ad, there is that social media ad, there is that buzzword out there, there is that now clickbait. So it kind of like feeds into your algorithm, comes out and says, I wouldn't mind some of that. There's some of that. However, going back to my point, what these personal trainers have done, they've researched their craft, and by researching their craft, they're coming out and delivering it at a new standpoint, at a new way. Now for me, the way that I've always done it is get real integral, as in by the time you've invested in some sessions with me, depending on that time, then probably by the end of it, you're qualified enough to become a level 2 gym instructor. But that's the way that I work. You know, I explain to people about the biomechanics on how they are lifting the weight, why that weight is doing what it's doing to your body, and what your body is doing to counteract that resistance, you know? So with that, that's just my USP. That's my unique selling point. And that's what gives me my ROI, my return on investment, you know? I was gonna say return on value. Bottom line is, today I wanted to take the encouragement from my friend and amplify it on this platform. And hopefully I filled you with some form of positivity to make your day not only great, but probably one of the most inspiring, influential and positive reasons that you've just now thought of in order to go forward and freaking well own it. So for all those that know me, you can either comment on this video if there is such a possibility. I don't know where it's going, it's quite a long one. Or you can tap in those magic 3 W's, and then followed by that, it's trainwise.net, and you can go on my website and you can research